All right, in this tutorial, we're going to go over how to multiply two polynomials together using the algebra tiles. Now, whenever you're arranging your algebra tiles together for a multiplication of polynomials problem, what you will generally see is that everything is arranged in a rectangle. These two examples right here, there are no leftover blank spaces where things are not lining up on top of or next to each other. It is in a perfect rectangle. Now, it may not always be a square like this first one. It could be short and long for the length and the width. And the second one, that it looks more like a true rectangle. But if you notice, all of your x squared terms are in a rectangle in the upper left-hand corner. All of your x's are in the bottom left or the upper right-hand corner in a rectangle. Then your single constant terms are also in a rectangle. So when you're trying to figure out what expression is going to model the multiplication problem that gives you this area, the areas that you need to look at are the bottom row and then your right column. If you just look at that bottom row and find the expression of just this last thing that's right here, that is going to give you your first expression. So if we look right here, we have x, 1, 1. Now, if you model those things together, there are 3 of your x's and 2 of your numbers. So that is 3x plus 2 is the expression that models just this bottom row. You then need to multiply that times your far right column when looking from the top to the bottom. So x, and 1. So that is 3x plus 1. Now, this is the expression that models the multiplication problem that's going to give you this entire area. When you would multiply these two things, which you'll see in a later section, that will give you the entire model of that area. Now, when you're just using your algebra tiles to find the total area, really all it is just counting to see what you have in total. So your 2x plus 3 is this bottom row right here. You have an x, and 3. So 2x plus 3 is what this bottom row is. Now your x plus 2 is your far right column. You have one x term, and then you have 2 together. So when you're finding the total area, all you have to do is just count what you see. So you have an x squared and another x squared. There are 2 of those. 2x squared. Easy enough. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 x's. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers together. That's the great thing about algebra tiles, is that when you set them up into a certain problem, let me go ahead and erase that so I can write it a little bit cleaner. When you have the tiles arranged into your multiplication of two polynomials problem, if it's in a perfect rectangle, it's going to work, and all you have to do is just count exactly what you see.